So hey everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. I'll just adjust that slightly. So today I'm coming back to do a part, maybe a couple of parts of Millie Marotta's Magical Jungle, not Millie Marotta's, Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. Sorry, I'm out of practice here. Yeah, I've sort of been just uploading what things I have, so you may have noticed a lot more book reviews going up because I was doing a lot of reading after my surgery and wasn't doing a lot of colouring because I wasn't feeling up to it and blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm just sort of, I guess, working on getting back into things. I'm going to aim to do either a part or two parts of this today. We'll see. If it's a part, it may be a bit longer because I kind of want to start a bit on our background in some of these little areas around where we've been doing it. I'll see. I've kind of got a bit of an idea for the colours. I don't know how it's going to work, but I kind of want to make it like somebody was suggesting sunset colours. Sunset colours that I was talking to the other day, and you'll know who you are. And I was thinking about that and thinking, well, sunset colours don't really work because of the oranges and stuff here. And then I was thinking about, like, I kind of still want foresty sort of colours to come through, but more, it's kind of has turned a bit into, like, it's still jungle colours, but it's kind of turned into foresty colours too. And so I was thinking, well, maybe a cross between like what's called the blue hour, where basically you can still see blue in the sky, but it's the hour between where it's still bluish and you can still see things, to when it goes completely dark. And so I was thinking I might combine something like that with trying to do a bit of, like, I was thinking like a bit of a bokeh effect, but instead changing it to have like some rather than the round bokeh that you usually see, I was thinking I'm going to try and set it into like little leaf areas or little leaf shapes or stuff like that. I'll see how I go with it, but it's something I'm going to work on, but that will mean adding a bit more drawing stuff in. But first I'm going to start with finishing these first two leaves here, and then I'm going to continue from there. Obviously I was thinking too, it could be a bit of moonlight that's lighting up these leaves, because obviously they don't have a huge heap of dark, but they've still got their light shadows and dark shadows. So I was thinking, well, it could be a bit of moonlight or something like that. But yeah, it's something to work on anyway. So what I've decided to do is, with this leaf here, I'm actually going to continue it using the same colours as our gum leaves here, because I just feel like we need that bit more orange to match up between the two areas here. And so we're going to start with our Fabercastell Polychromos Permanent Olive Green, and we'll obviously do our shadows in there after. But considering our light source is coming from this way and reflecting down, I'm thinking it's kind of like a bit of like moonlight shining through the trees and kind of lighting them up and that sort of thing. So that's how I'm going to play it by ear for now. I'm kind of just trying things, I guess you could say. And so I want to come down with my Permanent Olive Green down this center area, but also where we have our spines, we obviously want it there, and then just little bits of light sources along these areas. And so yeah, you've probably noticed that I'm uploading some more bookish stuff in it lately. That is just working it around the colouring stuff when I'm here. I'm just trying to work in what I can, so there's content there and videos there, but it's not that I'm going to be neglecting the colouring stuff at all. I still very much want to keep that on my channel. I'm just trying other things and adding. Basically, I'm making the channel about my interests and what I love doing, and obviously I love reviewing books and reading, and obviously you would have noticed some unboxing things lately and things like that. But it's just, I'm basically just focusing the channel on things that I love and things that I love doing and things that I enjoy. I've actually kind of and we want to put stuff around, shadows around this spot where these leaves overlap. Obviously we'll be coming in with our deeper pencil, if you'll remember, our deeper green later. But basically I just really want to focus my channel around things that I love, things that I enjoy, and things that, well, I cherish, I guess you could say, or value, or like doing. And so yeah, I'm just I guess you could say I'm just focusing on what I love with it. But yeah, I'm hoping that you're enjoying it at the same time. So yeah, I'm just doing the best I can. I am improving each day. Like my left ankle's obviously not good, but my right ankle's improving each day since the surgery and stuff like that. I'm about 3 months out now, so it's great that the right ankle has improved a lot, and I'm happy about that. But obviously I'm kind of working my way towards getting back home, but I'm still kind of in and out at the minute. But as my mum was saying the other day, because she's been helping me since I had the surgery, that she's starting to think that maybe I'm sort of, well, she was saying this last night, that she's thinking that maybe I'm better in town in some ways now because I'm able to get around and do more things and do my videos, and it's easier for me to get around and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit up around here on this side, just because, well, I want to, basically. But yeah, so I'm just sort of working my way towards getting back to things and being able to do things more. And I've just been uploading what videos I have when I have them, just to basically show that I'm still here. And I'm going to obviously be, as I keep improving, I'm obviously going to be getting back to a lot more colouring videos and stuff like that, because after the surgery, with how sick I was and everything, I really wasn't feeling up to colouring videos and doing a lot of colouring stuff. And so I guess it really was affected. And so basically, because I wasn't feeling up to much, I was just doing a bit of reading or a bit of this or a bit of that. And yeah, it sort of, I guess that's why you've had a lot more book stuff lately, because I really wasn't feeling up to the colouring. But as I'm improving, I am feeling more and more up to things as time goes. So yeah, so I'm definitely going to be getting back into that. But I'm also now having to learn a new video editing program, because I finally went over my free program and had to actually purchase a video editing program, because I really was struggling to get it to do exactly what I wanted it to do. So yeah, and we're going to continue here with our pale geranium lake. But yeah, basically I was really struggling with getting my video editing program to do what I wanted it to do. It kept corrupting things and having issues with things and chucking tanties and all of that sort of stuff. So I had to buy a new video editing program. It is much better than it was, but it's going to take, obviously I'm going to have to learn it, so there may be mistakes in the videos for a little while, depending. It is great because I can select more to have captions, the time frame. I can have captions last and all of those sorts of things, which is great. But obviously I'm still learning how to do all those things and how to get all those things working and stuff, so that I can get the videos exactly how I want them. And so yeah, just give me a bit to learn this program. I'll get there eventually, but it is a lot more advanced than just the freebie program that I was using. So yeah, I'm sure I'll get it with time though. I'm sure I'll work it all out, because I've been using my freebie program for ever since I started this channel, and so now it's pretty much having to advance on to the next step because I'd pushed the freebie program to its limits. So yeah, I'm always pushing my computer to its limits as well with all my editing and stuff that I like to do, photography and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I knew it had to come eventually, so yeah, now it's just learning it. If you're interested, the video program I've now gotten is Corel Video Studio, I think it is. I got the Pro one, so hopefully that'll keep last me out for a while now, quite a while now. I'm hoping I won't have to replace it again for ages now. So yeah, we've had that happen. And yeah, so quite a few things have sort of gone down recently. But yeah, it's just as I recover more, I'm sure I'll get back to doing more and getting onto more videos and more things. And yeah, it's great though that I am improving and I'm feeling more up to getting back to my colouring videos and everything, because I really do miss them when I don't do them. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly check what the time is. I've been doing a lot of chatting or catch-up stuff. So we've got 11 minutes into it so far, so we can keep going for a bit. Yay! So next I want to come in with my dark cadmium orange with my Fabercastell Polychromos. And we're obviously going to do that over all those other colours again. Some of these leaves obviously won't have so much of our final colour in them just because of the space and stuff like that, but others will have more of it than others. It depends on, like, see, these spots are smaller and thinner, so they don't always have so much. But some of these ones do, some don't. It all sort of varies depending on what you can do. And then yeah, so it just sort of, I guess, depends on working with what you have with the areas and the space and things like that. But I am putting the colour over every single colour of the leaf because I want it that way. So you notice the bigger areas obviously have more space for yellows than the smaller areas, which I've probably said before, you can't always fit all the colours in the smaller areas, but yeah. I really hope you're enjoying this anyway though, and I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm doing on my channel at the moment. And yeah, I'll definitely be getting more colouring videos up as I improve more and more. I'm looking forward to it. More colouring / art videos. Obviously I'm still going to be working on my own stuff and that sort of thing, but it's just getting the time to do everything. As you all know, sometimes you run out of time to do everything you want to do in your day or your life or everything like that. And then finally, my last colour is going to be my Naples Yellow. And I just want to bring that over all of these previous colours. So including the areas where there's basically not really any space for the yellow, I still want to bring it over those as well. Also, I think I spoke about it in my last video, but I know these may take a while to get to, but yeah, I can't actually say how long it's going to take me to finish them or do them or any of that, just because, yeah, I like to take my time and do things the way I do them. So that is what I like doing. So yeah, but stick with me, and they definitely will be done. I'm not intending on adding in any new pieces till I've sort of caught up some of these pieces that I'm currently doing. I have had people asking, will I be doing more of certain pieces and out of certain books, and it definitely will be happening. I just yeah, I'm going to obviously do those with time kind of thing. So obviously I will be, oh, I can't think how to say it. Basically I will be doing those, but not till I've caught up on some of the current pieces that I'm working on or that people want to see, because obviously this is a double page spread and we've only done this much of our top area, so it's just going to be time. I can't say how much time, but it will definitely be being finished, and then I will be coming back to either new books or bringing in some of the old books, and I'll be starting a new series of things. So I just want to work my way through things that I've currently got going, and then yeah, we'll definitely get back to either if people have requested to go back to a book or other books or whatever, and I'll definitely work on it that way. But just for me, I like to take my time, do things slow, do things very detailed, which you've probably noticed, and yeah, that's just how I like doing it. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to pause there for a minute, and then I'm going to come back and do this leaf, and then I think I'm going to start trying to work on some of the background. I know I've got these vine bits here to do as well, which I haven't actually thought of the colour of that, so I'm going to try and possibly think of that while I'm paused. I'll see the vine bits may come into the next bit rather than this bit, because I've kind of planned for doing some of the background, which is going to take a bit of time with showing you how I'm drawing the stuff and that. So I think I'm just going to focus on these leaves and a bit of the background at this point, and then we'll come back to obviously these parts and the tree branches and stems and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, I will pause it here and I will see you back shortly. So hey everyone, I'm back. So I'm going to continue with our next leaf, and then we're going to start aiming to do some of the background, which I'm better get my pencil out, which is quite short. But yeah, so I'm going to do this leaf here, which I'm thinking is going to be this bright green again, because we've been doing it a bit on odd occasions, like I've been going more with olive tones. But oh, and I forgot to add in my final colour with that last leaf, so we'll do that first and then we'll continue with these. So the last colour that I want to bring in with this one is a chrome oxide green, and what we want to do is just sort of, we're just going to use it to highlight where our main shadow areas go. So we're not going to worry about blending it in so much, we just want to bring it along these areas to try and camouflage some of the black lines as much as we can. So I kind of, well, you would have noticed I don't tend to use white pens like some people do to camouflage lines. I'm just checking. I guess it'll flatten as it goes. You can see a bit, I was just looking, there's a bit of like little lumpy sort of areas on the back of it from the colouring it as it sinks, I guess. But I try to just blend the black lines into my image rather than going over it with the white pencil, because for me, I find with the white pencil, a white gel pen, I just have found that I haven't been able to get it to work very well with the camouflaging line colours. So I like to do it this way. I found my own way of kind of working them in instead. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there with that one. Then what we want to do is we want to bring in our colours for this one, and our light sources are still coming from this way. So we're going to start with our deep cobalt green, and we want to bring that up along this leaf because obviously this one is in front of it, but also we want to bring it areas where our light sources aren't going to be, but where our shadows are going to be from those light sources. So we want to just bring in a bit along these areas. Obviously trying not to go over the lines if you can avoid it, but yeah, we do the best we can. And I want to bring it around the outside areas a bit as well, and down along here because we've got our gap area there. So, and a bit in this little area here. And we want to just obviously bring in some little light shading areas to allow for blending our next colour. Then we want to bring in our Phthalo green. I think it is. I could have butchered that name. Who knows? I don't, but yeah. What happens, happens. It may have been butchered, it may not have been. I always tend to say things differently and people correct me for it because I'm sort of not really quite sure how to say it, and so it's like, yeah, who cares? I know it's not necessarily the typical way the English language is used or whatever, but yeah, things get confusing sometimes. And we're just trying to leave a little bit of area for our final colour in that spot too. And then our final colour is going to be our leaf green. And we just want to bring that over all these colours and bring it in. And there we have it. So next, I'm just going to move those over briefly. Pencils rolling. I'm just going to sit them up there out of the way for a minute. Oh, and I forgot to shift the glide wrap off this time, didn't I? And I've just moved it out from 2 areas instead of 1. Congratulations me. Just a minute while I fix that. That is just for this piece which we previously finished in here. I wasn't able to just be colouring this because I was actually missing a part of it, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's just how it worked out. But yeah, so now let's get it back to that page again. You might not have seen much of that. It was just the previous Magical Jungle piece that we did in here. So now what I want to do is I want to bring in my pencil. Obviously you'll notice that I've just got light shading areas in here for the trees already, which I'm just going over a bit now. And I know I only wanted them light, but I'm just going over them a little so that I can at least sort of tell where the tree lines are as I do this. I'll have to probably try and erase some bits of it. I just don't want them too dark, but I just want them a little noticeable so that I can see them as I'm attempting this background area. Because I'm going to just start with this upper area where our in our snake sort of area for now. And I'm going to probably try doing these at varying sizes because they're more in the background, so they're probably going to be smaller than the other areas, but yeah. I'm going to more. I'll just highlight these bits just to be safe in case we decide to continue. I have been trying to do it so I'm not leaning too much on that. My friend is going to be eventually working on a little hand rest thing that I can put over the book when I'm colouring so that I don't have so much problems with that. But I'm just doing this so that I make sure that I don't accidentally colour over these areas that I want to be like just like sticks raising up into the canopy kind of thing, so like small trees or whichever. I basically just focused on those sort of I'm just going to do that bit there. I'm not going to worry about over this side yet, but basically I just did these little, I didn't do too much of the way of stems. I did it on some, but some you'll notice I don't have stems. I've just got the straight line going up because I just wanted like the branch like it was a tall tree area kind of thing. And so now what I want to do is, because I'm going to do this in a bit of like, we've obviously got some background areas up here which I'll shadow, but because we're going to be doing it in a bit of a bokeh type effect, I just want to draw. So I'm back, so I'm not sure how much you might have missed of what I was saying because the camera battery died. Pretty much what I've started doing is just doing a whole heap of small leaves, which I'm going to obviously turn into my bokeh effect with time. I just want to do all the leaves first and then see where we go. We're trying to graduate them out to smaller as things go. Obviously some might overlap a bit, some might go a little bit over the tree leaves or any of that. I just need my eraser, which I don't use much, except I do use it sometimes for my sketches obviously. So I guess I do use an eraser at times, just not for so much for coloured pencils. So I just want to bring that in. The pencil keeps rolling under the page. And yeah, so I'm just trying to do some little bits of like a bit of a, I guess as I said, a bit of a bokeh effect, but also showing the I guess the canopy or the leaves and things like that in the background as well. So I'm trying to give it a bit of interest at the same time, as well as work that bokeh effect into it, which I'm hoping to do anyway. So just gonna bring this bit down here, have a couple so I'm hoping this will work anyway, so I'm not totally sure if it's going to, but I'm hoping so. I obviously want some bigger leaves up here, up sort of where we've got a bigger leaves, I want some bigger leaves there, but obviously some slightly smaller leaves elsewhere. So I'm just trying to graduate them out just a little bit. As much as I can, or as best I can, kind of thing. And I hope this will work in together anyway, because I want to have a bit of the leaves up the top here where the canopy is, but then have more of like the more open sort of bokeh effect down the bottom here. So I'm hoping it'll work. I don't totally know if it will fully work, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Guess we will. If it's going to work or not, we'll find out. So yeah. So probably more this upper area will probably more be our leafy bits, so probably these upper canopy bits will be more leaves, and then the lower area will be more of, I guess, the bokeh style effect. But I just felt that I didn't just want it ending with the leaves there and not looking like there was something in the background with the leaves. So I'm trying to make it look like there is a bit of depth to the background in our little area, shall we say. So we just want to rub out the little line in between these areas. So I mostly only use my eraser for when I'm adding bits or drawing bits or anything like that, just to clarify the areas. So I might have a couple of little bits in the background here. That's not quite right there. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm just looking at what works and what doesn't here, or what I feel works, what doesn't work, etc, etc. So I'm gonna have possibly nope. I just like those two leaves there, and I'm just gonna leave the stem there, the branch or tree branch there. I'm getting picky. Yes, I am. However, here we want it to go behind if we can. So we're going to bring it down a bit behind here. That spot doesn't quite. And I'm trying not to erase pencil colour here if I can avoid it as well. Because I kind of want this branch out in front. So I'm going to bring that there. I think I've worked it out. That down there. That down there. A little bit here. I'm not really sure that I'm explaining this very well. I don't really know how to explain what exactly I'm doing with my drawing bits. I don't really know how to. No, that does not work there. Leaf there. There we go, there's that bit. So I think I'm just going to continue just with this small section that I've done. I'm going to start with that and show you, and obviously I will probably continue a bit of the bokeh area and the other bits, but I'll finish the leafy bits off the camera, and I'll just show you how I'm going to do these little leafy bits I've just done, and then I'll continue the rest of the leafy bits off camera, and then I will come back and I'll do the other bits on camera, so show you how I'm doing the rest of the background on camera as well. So I hope that'll work anyway. But yeah, so remembering our light source is coming from this direction down, so I'm going to start with my Fabercastell Polychromos black. And I just want to bring that in. I'm actually going to, it's not that sharp. I know normally I'm sort of getting more over the aversion of not sharpening the pencils when I need to sharpen them, because I'm sort of realising that if you need a sharp pencil for an area, obviously you need a sharp pencil for an area. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. So yeah, I'm starting to get over my aversion of not sharpening it and trying to do it when I need a sharp pencil. Anyway, so I want to bring that black in first with these little white areas here. Obviously this will be a lot of shadow areas because it is behind our leaves, so these areas are going to obviously be mostly black. And then with our little leaf areas that we just did, I just want to bring in the black in areas where the leaves overlap and where our other shadows are coming. We do want to try and do a little bit of our light area, but I would recommend a sharp pencil for doing these areas, because our black is obviously going to be our shadow sort of bit here, because we're doing it more like a bit of going more for like a nighttime sort of feel in the background area, so it sort of still allows these colours to pop. Obviously some areas will have more shadow than others, and it's trying to remember which areas are meant to have the more shadow bits. So as I go, I'm going to try and remember as best I can, but doesn't mean that I might not make the odd mistake. We just do the best we can, trying to work out, remember roughly where our shadow areas are, because we want to bring in up to 4 colours in these little areas, so we're trying to work with as fine a pencil as possible to allow us to do that. We are. And obviously I'm not going really heavy on the black currently. but I still want the black to be sort of that, I guess, bit of defining area if possible. And I've still got to update Instagram too. I'm way behind with updating Instagram. Way behind. Way behind. Like, I've got months that I haven't updated on Instagram yet, so it's probably going to be a huge bombardment all at once when I get to doing it. I think I've basically got Facebook caught up now, but that took quite a while to do. And then it's just Instagram after this. But things to work towards. I guess in some ways it's good to keep busy. It is. Hoping I can fit all 4 colours in that I want to fit anyway with this little area. I am, that's why I'm trying to work with fine tips on the pencils, because I really do want to fit as many colours as I can into these leaves to try and make it look like leaves, but at the same time, like, it's a bit dark and gloomy behind them, like the moon's shining through this area but it's not reaching the back areas so much, if that makes sense. I hope you're enjoying this anyway. just want black in. I'm just adding black into these little background areas where obviously there wouldn't be so many shadows. Okay, and I'm just going to pause it there for a minute and then we'll come back with our other colours, and yeah, I'll see you back shortly. So hey everyone, I'm back. So we're going to continue now with our next colour, and that was an almighty squeak. Whoops, I just noticed stuff on there. I'm currently in here without Lily, so but there's still dog hair everywhere, so don't ask me how, but yeah. So my next colour I'm going to come in with is a blue violet, and this is obviously still Fabercastell Polychromos. So we want to bring that in over our black as well as down a bit if we can, because we want to, shall we say, try and get a bit of a blended background going to make it look a bit like it is a bit of a darker bit at the back, but we also want to leave space for our little patches of moonlight showing through, obviously. So I'm trying to do that, but it is very fine details, so it is going to be a bit trickier to do, but we do the best we can. But I was kind of, as I said, what I was working on was basically having it like it's moonlight streaming through here so you can see the colours, but the other spots are obviously darker because they're further in the background, hence it's more nighttime, darker, more mysterious kind of thing. So the moon is shining through onto the lake and all of those sorts of things, which is cool. And I'm hoping I can fit all 4 colours in here. Hoping. I guess we'll see if it happens or not. But we're going to do our best. It's not looking... I guess we're just going to be careful and hopefully we can get them to all work in. I'm going to do my best anyway because I really want all the colours to work in. I really do. And I'm just going to quickly go and start up the music again. I forgot to restart it. There we go, now we're good. I like to have a bit of the music in the background, but it also makes the editing side of things a little easier. It does. And I just heard something. I'm just going to go and check and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I was imagining things. It's just school hour. I'm guessing I was hearing a noise from one of the school kids' things or something. Yeah, that's a little awkward. Yeah, I've just found a spot. If you find a spot where you've missed your darker colour, just add it in as you go kind of thing. I just found that spot there that was missing the black, so I just quickly added that in. Yeah, trying to leave space for the colours. As you notice, it is sort of filling in quite fast because they are smaller leaves and stuff like that. But yeah. I'm just trying to do my best because I really want to fit all 4 colours into these small areas if I can. And there's more spots that I missed the black. Good one, me. Good one, good one, good one. I'm hoping it'll look like leaves in the end anyway, but yeah. And we obviously want to add our purple in these darker areas up the top too, where we just put a bit of a black outline around them. Don't know if I'm going to fit every colour that I want in there. It's getting very fine with the details, shall we say. Pretty much. That's how it is. Don't know, we'll do the best we can anyway and see how things work out. But I'm sort of noticing that these areas are filling up very quickly because they are so fine. As you'll notice, there's not a huge heap of space, but we'll do the best we can to fit all our colours in, because that's what I want to do. So next I want to come in with my Helio Turquoise, and I'm still going to aim to leave a bit of space for my final colour because I really want to have a bit of a lighter green in there just shining through. And I've moved that over a bit, excuse that. And I'm just going to sharpen this one too. Because I'm really needing fine points to try and get all the details into this spot as I can. At least for these first three colours. Anyway. And we're trying to leave a little bit of light blue area where we can. And some of the areas I'm not totally filling in because I still want to fit in my final colour if I can in those spots. So you'll notice I'm still trying to leave a little bit of light area as I can in there. As much as possible anyway. And hopefully the purple will show through a little bit anyway. Hopefully it will. Because I'm sort of hoping the purple will show through. Just because I kind of wanted that purple showing through, but I'm noticing this blue does take over a fair bit, but we'll aim to get more purple showing through in the background areas behind the leaves if it doesn't show through as much here. But it still does make a difference on changing the colour and the way the colour looks and stuff like that anyway, so it still works anyway. You can usually still see faint tinges at times of the purple. At least I think so, but not always the case. But I think it is having a bit of an effect on the way the blue sort of looks or shows out anyway. Still working on leaving. You'll notice it's not huge areas of white, but I still want some of that final colour to go in, so I'm working hard on leaving little areas as I can for my final colour to fit in to these leaves, just to make them look a bit more like leaves rather than just a background kind of thing. At least I'm hoping to anyway. I'm hoping it'll make them look more like leaves. I'm also going to add some of that bluey tone up into our purple and black little areas just up behind these leaves as well. Okay, and now hopefully this will work. I did test these colours before, I'll just quickly check the time. Yep, we've still got time. And so my last colour that I want to come in with, and I'm hoping this will work all together, look good. I did a bit of a tester on paper and I liked it there, so I'm hoping it'll sort of look like leaves, but I guess being darker you wouldn't see so much of those leaves with the shadows at night, so I'm hoping it'll work anyway. But I'm going to come in with my light Phthalo green, and I just want to do that colour over all these, over all the colours. So, and I've just realised I forgot to put my hand thing, my matte thing down. I just need to get it. Forgetful me today. So just gonna put this down so that I'm not risking rubbing colour off if I can avoid it. And I'm hoping this will make it still look a bit like leaves, but in the shadow, in the distance and stuff like that. Hoping. Not sure if it will work out, but we'll try. And I'm not too worried about sharpening this one right here and now because it is our final colour kind of thing, so. This was why I wanted this final colour in here, because I just knew that I think it's working. I think you can sort of tell there is a bit of a difference between leaves and stuff there, but because I felt without this final colour it wouldn't look properly like leaves and it wouldn't look like the right background or any of that. I really hope it's working, and I think it is, but yeah. And there's just one spot here that I just want to add our other colours in, because it's obviously behind here. So I'm just using our previous colours just to fill in this little spot. And I'm going to obviously go back over with this green over the other background areas. I think I missed a bit of the purple and blue in that spot. Just add that in a bit there. We want to add that up into the shadowy areas. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this part. I will obviously finish the rest of these leaves in the meantime between now and our next video. I'm just going to zoom it out a little so that you can see the full extent of it. So I'll finish those between now and our next video, and then I'll work on the other areas of the actual more bokeh area. I'm guessing in the end I did these leaves separate, so because they sort of are meant to be more shadowed than the ones in front due to the moonlight and stuff like that. I really hope it does look like leaves. I think it does. I can sort of see the shapes in there a bit, but being that it is more that darker area, well, obviously they wouldn't be showing up so much. But yeah, anyway, I really hope you have enjoyed this part. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe and comment. I always love hearing from you and talking to you, and I will see you next time. Bye.